Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, thank you so much for coming back again. If you are new here, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Precious, right? I'm South African. I live in Japan. I've been living in Japan for quite some time now. It's going on my third year, and I came here through the JET program. The purpose of my video today is basically geared for the people who did not make it through the application process, right? The video today is to just give you a few reasons why you didn't make it through the application process of your JET program. So if you ever want to apply again in the near future, then maybe you can look at some of my tips, and then also just go on Google and then just perfect your application for the next time. All right guys, okay, first of all, the reason why I think that your application was rejected, or the reason why you didn't make it, is not because of you. It's not because of your qualifications. It's not because of your degree. It's not, like I said, your degree, you can have a degree in anything. Number one reason why you may not have made it through is because of your statement of purpose. That essay that you had to write, that's your fighter. That's the main character. That's the one that's gonna get you the interview, right? That's the one that's going to impress people. That's how well you can portray yourself in the best light as possible, right? Okay, so what I mean is, in the statement of purpose, right, if you focused too much on the teaching aspect, and if you focused too much on how you'll be a good teacher, then that's probably where you lost the points. Because first and foremost, guys, the JET program is firstly an exchange program, right? So that's where the magic lies. The fact that it's an exchange program, exchange between two countries, exchange between two cultures, South Africa and Japan. So make that your focus. Hone in on that, that how you will kind of espouse that exchange factor. For example, you could write, or you could portray yourself as a person who will, I don't know, use media to make that exchange. For example, the blog, or you will write articles, or you will help other people to come to Japan, or you will help other people to gain awareness of Japanese culture. However way you do it, just as long as you can kind of portray the fact that you know what the exchange part means, right? And that you are for that. So like I said, take it from that angle of the exchange aspect of it, right? I feel like it's one of the ways to make your application or your statement of purpose just stand out, or make it that much more compelling than it already is, right? And by the way, also remember guys that it's kind of competitive, and even if you didn't make it, it doesn't matter. There are other things in life, and is it worth it? Maybe for a year or two. Okay, so let me just get specifically into the exchange part of the Japan exchange program, right? So what you can also kind of highlight is any interaction that you have had with Japanese culture, Japanese food, Japanese people, anything to just portray that, okay, this person is about Japan. Okay, so this person will be a good candidate to really just bridge the gap, to really just be a good exchange ambassador, you understand, of their country or of South Africa, do you know? Second important thing about the JET program, the Japan exchange program, is the teaching aspect. The fact that you will be an ALT. So an ALT is basically an assistant, right? So you will assist the teacher. So you basically need to also kind of show how adaptable you will be for any situation. Just paint yourself as a person who's easygoing, who's flexible, right? Who will accept change, and who will accept being told what to do, because although you will be in classes, but sometimes you won't teach by yourself, and you will be having someone telling you what to do. So tell the people in your statement of purpose that you can take instructions very well. You're not averse to being told what to do. You understand what I'm saying? So like that aspect. painting yourself as a flexible person, as an adaptable person, as easygoing, go with the flow, but generally, right? Like, to be able to live here, you really need to be an open mind. Oh, that's a good thing. Open-minded as well. To be open-minded and really, really flexible and adaptable. Okay. Another thing that maybe you didn't include in your statement of purpose is how you will promote your culture, right? How you will promote South African culture. Because think about it, it's like, okay, cool, so we're sending this person over. How are they going to carry the pride of our country with them? Okay, you could include things like, I will teach the children Zulu words, or I will teach the children some Tswana words. I will teach the children about Ubuntu because it's so important to me, or I will teach the children about XYZ because it's such a foundational thing of South African culture. Like, that's what makes our culture. So I want them to know as well, you know, show that the kids and the community around you kind of get used to foreign people, right? So you can also play on that. How knowing foreign people is going to help Japan in the future for like globalization and business and, you know, all of that stuff, and how it's also going to help South Africa. Also, another reason why your application may have been rejected is because of the little tiny things, guys. You know, like I said, because it's so competitive, sometimes they really nitpick, right? Like, they look for things that will disqualify people just because they're cleaning up, like just because they are quality control purposes, right? I mean, quantity control purposes. So if they said write with a blue ink and then you write with a pencil, or then you write with a red pen, then that will kind of like disqualify you. So like, being very meticulous and like answering all the questions, answering everything properly, stapling everything properly, writing it, completing every single thing, not leaving any blanks, right? Even if they say please write in the format, like in the font Arial or Times New Roman, in the number, I don't know, 12.5, please write 12.5, because I feel like they will look for any reason to kind of like disqualify you, like I said, for quantity purpose control. Okay, another reason why I think your application may have been rejected is because of personality. That when they give you the interview, it's because they want to see the person behind the writing, right? So if you portray yourself as a flat person, nothing exciting, like nothing, it doesn't mean that if you are an introvert you have to be someone that you're not. It doesn't mean that you have to say that you are XYZ. For example, I'm pretty like reserved and introverted by nature, and I'm probably not going to change for anything or anyone. I can't, like, it's impossible. It's too much energy. I try to fake it till I make it, but it's too much. Anyway, but what I'm saying is like the personality that will fit the job. What that means is literally going back to adaptability. Like, are you able to get along with any person of any age, right? Write that in your statement of purpose. Write the fact that you are very open and outgoing. Write the fact that you are very like chilled. Write the fact that people feel relaxed around you. Write the fact that you have an opening aura. Write the fact that you want to know about people. Write the fact that you are very assertive, even if you're not. Like, you're very assertive, you want to know things, you want to ask questions. Write that down, you know. Paint yourself in a good light, right? Also, do touch on the teaching aspect, but not too much, right? I think when they like want to ask you about the teaching aspect, it's just basically about like do you have any experience conveying some sort of information to another person? So like, if you've tutored before, write that down. But basically the statement of purpose is you telling them why they should pick you, right? So if you didn't do those things, that's probably one of the reasons why they did not choose you to go onto the interview process. Let's go to the interview for the people who are preparing for January, right? The January interviews in 2022, and for later applicants. Okay, So for your interview, like I said, you have to bring your A game, as in the person that you wrote on the paper application, bring that. One of the questions that they may ask you in the interview are questions that are just like absurd, or like, well, supposedly absurd, just to see how you will react, right? Just to see how you will react to unexpected situations, because a lot of the times in the classroom, sometimes there's miscommunication and you don't know what to do. So it's like, okay, is this person gonna clam up, or are they going to just be easygoing and go with the flow? For example, in my interview, guys, I couldn't remember how to speak English, but I improvised, right? So I guess that kind of showed them that, okay, I can think on my feet and I can kind of like impromptu just like do something really quickly, just to cover up and avoid awkwardness and also avoid wasting time, right? So just please make sure that your English bundles are filled up, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Another thing, during the interview process, one question that they asked me was completely irrelevant to the whole process. They asked me what I would do if I would win R1,000,000 today. So that was the question that they asked me, what I would do if I won R1,000,000. And off the bat, I just told them that like I would do 1, 2, 3, I would do ABC. Your ability to answer such questions, your ability to maintain your composure in those circumstances, right? So I think those are kind of like all the reasons maybe why you were rejected. It could be quantity control purposes, just because there's so many people and they're just looking for any reason to cut you out. Another reason could be because in your application, like maybe you didn't dot your I's, you didn't cross your T's, so something like that. Maybe that's the reason. Another reason is because of your statement of purpose. Maybe it wasn't compelling enough, or maybe you focused on the wrong aspect, or maybe you didn't talk enough about how to be a good exchange, a good cultural exchange ambassador for your country and Japan. Okay. Another thing that you could write in your statement of purpose is like hypothetical situation, right? So I think you could also make a hypothetical situation, like if I were to be accepted into the JET program, I would 1, 2, 3, I would ABC. Visualize yourself in the future, right? So visualize yourself within the JET program and how you would do things, how you would carry yourself, and how you would be a cultural ambassador type of situation. You understand what I'm saying? It's like so basically what I'm saying is like, paint a hypothetical picture. If I were to be accepted in the JET program, I would, yeah, you could do that too. And I hope everything works out.